A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. Chapter 1. Let me tell you a story that feels like something out of a summer dream. You might think of it as a funny dream you had, or like watching a play inside a dream. Speaking of plays, you might think we need a stage, right? But really, the stage doesn't matter much. This story could happen to anyone, anytime. Still, we want it to feel real. So let's imagine it happens long ago, in ancient Greece, in the city of Athens. That way, when the fairies show up, they'll feel more magical and believable. Who am I, you ask? You can think of me as a fairy. Picture a fairy telling you this tale. Now, are you ready? Let's begin. In Athens there was a king named Theseus. He had defeated the Amazons and brought back their queen, Hippolyta. Even though he won her through battle, they fell in love and planned to get married. 4 days before the wedding, they were walking and talking in the palace gardens. "My beautiful Hippolyta, our wedding day is close. Just 4 more days, and the new moon will rise." "Why does this old moon feel like it's taking so long to go away?" said Theseus with a sigh. Hippolyta looked at him sweetly and said, "The 4 days will go by fast. Like how the day turns into night, and night into day. Soon, the silver moon will shine on our happy wedding from the sky." The king then called for his helper, Philostrate, who was in charge of planning the party. "Philostrate, go and cheer up the young people of Athens. No one should look sad at our joyful wedding. It should be a huge and wonderful celebration." Philostrate bowed and left to do what the king said. Just then, an older man named Aegeus came in with his daughter, Hermia. Behind them were 2 young men, Lysander and Demetrius. "Good day, King Theseus," said Aegeus. "Hello, Aegeus. Why are you here?" asked the king. "I'm in a terrible situation," Aegeus said. "It's about my daughter Hermia. Please, my king, help me fix this. Come closer, everyone. I want Hermia to marry Demetrius, and Demetrius loves her. But this other man, Lysander, has stolen her heart. He sings to her outside her window and gives her gifts, and now my once obedient daughter won't listen to me. So please, I ask you to make her obey. I want you to order her to marry Demetrius or punish her, as our Athenian law says." Theseus turned to Hermia and said, "Hermia, think about this carefully. Your father is like a god to you. He gave you life. Also, Demetrius is a good man. Shouldn't you respect your father's choice?" "Forgive me, my king," Hermia answered, "but I don't know why I feel so brave right now. If I don't marry Demetrius, what will happen to me? You have to choose death or a life away from everyone. Think hard. If you go against your father, you'll have to become a nun. You'll live in a quiet place, wear black clothes, sing songs to the moon, and live all alone. Some people find peace in that life. But tell me, would a rose, blooming alone with only thorns, be happier than one that shares its beauty and scent with others? I would rather live like a lonely rose and slowly fade, than give my love to someone I do not care for, and be tied to him forever." "Think it over carefully," warned Theseus. "I will give you until the night of the new moon. That night, I will marry my love. By then, you must decide. Either obey your father and marry Demetrius, choose death, or promise to live as a nun." When Theseus finished speaking, Lysander stepped forward. "My king, I'm just as good as Demetrius, in family, money and rank. But more than that, Hermia loves me, not him. Also, Demetrius is already loved by Helena. She looks at him like he's a god. After he won her heart, now he wants Hermia too. How is that fair?" "I've heard these stories too," said Theseus, "but I must follow Athenian law. The choice is now up to Hermia." Things were getting more complicated. But really, who can stop two people in love? Lysander and Hermia were able to meet in secret, where no one could see them. I overheard them comforting each other with words like these. "Hermia, if you look at old stories and history, there's no such thing as a love that's easy. There are always problems. Like when people come from different families." "Oh, that's so unfair. Just because someone is from a lower family, they can't love someone from a higher one. Or when the couple is a different age. That's just as cruel. Why can't an older person love someone younger? Or when others try to decide who someone should love. That's awful. Letting others choose who you should be with. And even when people find true love, things like war, death, or sickness come and tear them apart. If true love always has problems, then let's accept that pain. It just proves our love is real. Then let's fight through the pain. I have an aunt who loves me like her own child. She lives far away in the countryside, outside of Athens. We can get married there. The laws of Athens can't reach us. If you really love me, sneak out of your house tomorrow night. Meet me in the woods where we once walked together during the Midsummer festival. I promise. I swear by Cupid's golden arrow, by Venus's love, by every god of love I swear it. Even if women's promises are often broken, I will keep mine. No matter what, I will meet you tomorrow." Just then, Helena came walking by, and Hermia called to her. "Oh, beautiful Helena, where are you going?" "Beautiful? Don't say that word. Demetrius only has eyes for you. You're the lucky one. Your eyes are like bright stars. Your voice is soft and sweet, like music to a shepherd. They say you can catch a sickness from being near someone. If only I could catch your beauty like a cold. I'd give you the whole world, except for Demetrius. Please, Hermia, what is it about you that makes him love you? What did you do to win his heart? No matter how much I frown at him, he still loves me. Even when I smile, it doesn't matter. I scold him, and still he loves me. If only my kind words worked like your angry ones. The more I push him away, the more he follows me. The more I chase him, the more he runs away. It's not my fault, is it? It's all because you're so pretty. If only he hated me for being ugly. Helena, don't worry. Soon he won't even see me. Lysander and I are running away together. Athens used to be a happy place for me, but now we have to leave. Our love has turned heaven into a nightmare." Then Lysander added, "It's true, Helena. Tomorrow night we'll meet in the forest and leave Athens behind to start a new life." Lysander and Hermia left, hoping Demetrius would turn his love to Helena. Alone now, Helena began to talk to herself. Why is happiness so different for everyone? People in Athens say I'm just as pretty as Hermia. But what does that matter if Demetrius doesn't think so? Everyone sees my beauty, except him. Why is he so crazy about Hermia? Does love make people blind? Yes, love makes people see what isn't really there. That's why Cupid is shown as blind. Love makes people act foolish. Cupid is also drawn as a child, because love can be silly and change all the time. Before Demetrius saw Hermia, he said he loved me. He made so many promises, like hail falling from the sky, but Hermia's beauty melted those promises away. Well then, I'll tell Demetrius that Hermia is running away. Tomorrow night, he'll go after her in the woods. Maybe he'll thank me for it, and at least I'll get to see him again. That will make me feel better. Helena came up with this strange plan, because she wanted to see Demetrius one more time. In the end, it's Helena, who is truly blinded by love. Now, let's look somewhere else for a moment. At the home of Peter Quince, a carpenter, a group of people had gathered and were talking excitedly. What about? They were talking about a play. A carpenter, a weaver, a blacksmith, a tinker, a tailor, and a joiner were all there. It's odd, right? Why would these workers be planning a performance? Here's why. Philostrate, the man organizing the palace parties, had an idea. He announced a contest for a performance to celebrate King Theseus's wedding. This group of workers wanted to do their part by putting on a play for the king. But can they do it? These men aren't exactly known for acting. Let's listen in. Quince spoke first. Is everyone here? Let's do our best. We're preparing a play for the king's wedding to bring some joy to the court. Then the weaver, Nick Bottom, said, All right, but first, what's the play about? We need to know before we hand out parts. It's a very sad comedy, Quince replied. It's about the love and death of Pyramus and Thisbe. Now I'll give out the roles. Nick Bottom, you'll be Pyramus, the main character. Francis Flute, you'll be Thisbe, Flute asked. Thisbe, is that some kind of knight? No, Thisbe is the girl who falls in love with Pyramus. You want me to play a girl? Oh no, I can't do that. It'll be fine. You'll wear a mask and talk in a high voice, Quince told him. Flute agreed, though not happily. Quince went on giving out the rest of the parts. I suppose you're not too curious who got what part? Once he finished, Quince said, Here are your scripts. Please memorize your lines by tomorrow. You know that big estate about a mile outside town, near the Duke's palace? Let's meet there, under the oak tree, and practice by the moonlight. If we practice in town, people might hear us and ruin the surprise. I'll also make a list of props we'll need. And with that, everyone went home. Since they're meeting in the forest too, it looks like something exciting is going to happen soon. Comprehension questions. 1. Who is Theseus planning to marry? 2. What does Aegeus want Hermia to do? 3. Why is Hermia in trouble with her father? 4. What are Hermia's 3 choices according to the law? 5. Who is Helena, and how does she feel about Demetrius? 6. Why do Hermia and Lysander decide to run away? 7. How does Helena feel about Hermia? 8. What plan does Helena come up with to see Demetrius again? 9. Why are the workers putting on a play? 10. Who is chosen to play the role of Thisbe in the play?